Salutations to everyone behind their screens. Today is going to be a bit of a sad video. Stuff has been a little bit sad, but also, I don't know. I'm going to try and end it on a good note too. A few weeks ago, a lot of my Facebook friends will know that I was watching my mom's house and there was a really bad storm. And the next day, I found a little gray cat on the porch, and he was very, very scrawny, and he wouldn't take any of the food or water I was giving him. So I was trying to kind of nurse him back to health, see if I could help him regain his strength to, you know, be good again and stuff. And I filmed almost the entire thing. So I guess right now I'm going to show you those clips. Here we go. Okay, so when I got up this morning, I looked out here and this cat's been sitting here. Well, I don't know how long. I figure they were hiding from the storm, but this kitty's shaking really bad, and I offered it food and water, and it hasn't touched it. It's a little concerning. I hope it's going to be okay. I don't know what to do. Poor little guy. Hey guys, so I just got out of the shower because as I was dyeing my hair, I noticed that the cat was not eating any of the dry food or water that I gave it. So something is definitely wrong. Maybe I'll check the gender. I think it's a girl. I'm sorry. I know you didn't like that. I can't see any balls, so I'm going to assume it's a girl because it seems like it might be an outdoor cat, but also it's trusting me, but that might be connected to the fact that it might be dying. She's having a lot of seizures, and I tried force feeding her with a sort of made-up syringe, and she's been taking the food just fine. I don't know if I should keep doing it or what. I haven't called anybody for any advice, which I should probably do. She's still breathing. She's just being very still. Okay, so I got a hold of one of my friends, and she was saying that if his gums are yellow, which they are yellow, that is a sign of organ failure, and the only kind I've been familiar with at all is kidney failure, which is the same symptoms as my cat did when she had kidney failure. The not taking food or water, and hardly being able to meow, and not even moving. So I think stuff's gonna be a bit low. Hopes might be a little bit low for this guy, but I've been advised to keep trying to feed him and give him water and keep him out of the sun and figure out what goes from there. So I had to figure out a way to move him. This is gonna be fun. He's trying to get up. That's the most I've seen him move. Hey, can you try and eat? Can you try and eat yourself? I got you some wet food. I'll get you some fresher water. Oh, little guy. So small. He's still shaking a lot. He might still be having another seizure. I'm not sure. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get a blanket, put it over this glass top table, and put him under there just to keep him out of the direct sunlight, because I can't take him inside with Cupcake, and the fact that it's my parents' house and I don't have their consent to this, and I don't think I would have their consent to this. So I'm going to try that. Alright, so I've been talking with my friend still, and she thinks another reason that his gums and his ears are yellow. And she looked it up, and I looked it up, and the first thing that comes up is jaundice. So it might be a case of jaundice from not eating or drinking for a while. But also, that sounds like it might possibly be liver failure as well. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, for a little bit after I was feeding him, I didn't know how much to feed him. I was afraid I was giving him too much at once. In which one of the last times I tried giving him water, I saw that he still had food in his mouth, so I figured I'd give him a break, but he was gaining a little bit of strength for a minute there, and now he's just kind of laying down. His tail stopped moving, because his tail was going for a little bit. I can't tell if he's annoyed by me, or maybe he realizes I'm trying to help him. I'm pretty sure he's a boy. I checked again. I think he's a boy. But, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna hang out with him a little bit longer, see what happens. But he's just kind of chilling right now. I can still see him breathing. And his eyes move every so often. I don't know if I should let him rest or sit with him or what. He might need some time to regain his strength. I don't know. You know, for a minute, I thought jaundice was like a vitamin C or vitamin D deficiency, and that he would need to be in the sun, but just my friend knows a lot more about cats, and she takes in, she'll take in ones that need help a lot sooner, or, a lot more often than I will. Ooh. Hi, little guy. Do you want some food? Leaning towards it like maybe he wants it. I'm gonna try and feed him again. Hey, little guy. He's less wobbly when he holds his head up. He still looks kind of angry. Which I guess if he is dying, he would want me to leave him alone. I can't tell though, because he's not being all defensive again. A couple times when I was trying to feed him, he would kind of throw his paws at me and try and swat at me, but he was unable to. Oh, poor little guy. Still trying to give him some water, because he might really be dehydrated. Oh, his tail's moving again. I think that's a good sign, or maybe it is a sign of irritation. Okay, so now it's raining. It's raining hard. I don't know what I should do with him. I mean, he's on my mom's porch where he's just kind of resting up, but he's gonna get wet again. Oh, it's raining hard. I better figure something out. Well, I was trying to give him as much water as possible because they say it's good for him, but he ended up dying. I literally watched him die, and it was just like everything they ever described in the Warriors books. So now I gotta find a spot in the yard and bury him. This is a sad ending to what I thought would be a cute little tale. I'm sorry. So yeah, that cat passed away, and really I'm not sure what else to say about that, but in all the, just with the circumstances, my friend Ashley and I concluded that more than likely his liver had failed and he was kind of too far sick for me to actually help him. But it is honestly the worst thing you could ever see, just the life leaving something. Like, I actually was right there and watched the kitty die. It's never a good thing. I don't know. I was a little reluctant to post this because of my possible non-knowledge of what exactly to do with the cat, but I, immediately went to my friend who has a lot of experience in helping animals or looking up what to do to help animals, and I trust her with this stuff the most, so that's what I did. I feel like I did everything in my power that I could to try and help the cat. I just didn't know how far gone it was, and there was nobody present nearby in person to help me out. So there's that. And then another thing that happened last night is one of my brothers got into a bad car accident. He ended up getting into a head-on collision with a semi-truck. Now, everybody who was involved in that accident lived. I only know the condition of my brother. He broke his neck in 2 spots, and he has to wear a neck brace thing. Like, I think they were calling it a halo. And he's got to wear that for, I think, at least 6 months. And according to his mom, he will be out of work for an entire year, which that's especially going to suck on him because he is expecting a baby pretty soon. So that's been on my mind today. I've been on and off the phone with my other brother and my dad, and I'm actually going to be going up to visit him this weekend because he's about 2 to 3 hours away, so that's going to be fun doing that. I was just thinking about all of the reasons to be thankful, even though all of this is going on right now. I am like super, super thankful that everyone lived in this accident. And like, I kind of think it's a little miraculous just because once you hear head-on collision with a semi-truck, you think, who's gonna live through that? It's like, semi-trucks are huge and, you know, they have a hard time stopping because all of the weight and the mass that they carry. And I don't know what kind of vehicle my brother was driving, but he's tiny. He's pretty skinny and scrawny. Like, so that was like, wow, kind of miraculous to me. So I'm very lucky that I still have my brother alive and with us. Another thing I was thinking about today is because I decided that I need to go visit my brother and make sure he's okay, I went to get my car checked up on today. So I felt like a little bit of an adult there. Ooh, look at me. But I made sure my car is good enough to go up there. I have the money right now saved up to where I can go up there. And I'm extremely, like, I'm not only proud of myself, but I'm also really, like, happy that I'm able to do this. And, like, I had originally planned on going up north just to see my dad and everything because this weekend is his birthday. I mean, not a great birthday present for our dad, seeing that my brother is in the hospital. But, you know, I was thinking, you know, I've said before in a video, I live in the Metro Detroit area. He lives more mid-Michigan, which it's generally a 2 to 3 hour drive. And since I was about 12 or so, I started staying with him every summer. So I have no idea whether or not my mom helped my dad out with gas money. She probably did. I just was too young and I didn't care to be involved in that. I don't know, it just kind of feels nice because my dad's always the one who has to drive down and see me, but now I'm going to drive up and see him by myself. I'm going to be in the car for 3 hours by myself. A little bit scary, but I mean, I'm not going to like doze off or anything. I'll have plenty of music. I'm happy that I was able to, well, I actually didn't have the money saved up for this, but it happened to be in the right moment where I have an extra paycheck to where I don't have to save anything for rent if I don't necessarily have to. In this case, I don't have to. All I have to do is buy groceries, and then the rest of the money can go towards going out to see my dad and sustaining myself. So I'm going to be staying with him for a couple days. So yeah, just today I've been thinking about how lucky I am. I was thinking about how I actually didn't need to get that much work done on my car. Like, it wasn't very expensive, and my car is pretty much like, I think without getting that work done, it would have been fine to get up there anyways. But, you know, this is just a little bit more security for that. So I feel incredibly lucky for having such a great car, for having a job now where I am actually on vacation. I'm actually on vacation right now, so I have the time off to where I can do this. It all kind of was a little bit convenient, but not for good reasons, but also it's good that it was convenient. I am just feeling extremely lucky and extremely privileged, and I find myself, especially this week, but even through the past couple of months and since I've had, just in the past year, In the past year, I have been like privilege checking myself on whenever I'm feeling bad or like really upset about how my life is going. I'm starting to think, hey, you have a really nice job now. I have a job that is a lot less stressful than the retail and food jobs I had at the same time. I am really lucky that this job also gives me time off. And I am trying to work on not living above my means so much, but you know, Jesse's helping me out with that a lot. And he's kind of like taking on a couple other bills so that I will have spending money each week, which is great. Like I'm thankful for that too. I didn't even think about that till now. Jesse, I don't know if you'll ever watch this because you're weird about watching my videos, but thank you. Like I don't know how much I do thank you IRL, but I want to thank you here too, that you're helping me out so much, just like with the thinking stuff. Like I am no good at the thinking. And hello, it's editing me here. I didn't realize that the camera cut off, but it did. So essentially I was just trying to wrap up that, remember, if you guys are feeling down, then try and think about the things that you have good in your life. Like there's totally plenty of good things you have in your life. If you think about it, like if you have a steady income or at least an income, then you really have the power to do a lot of stuff, believe it or not. Believe it or not. And also I was trying to say, Jesse, you do a lot of thinking for me, a lot more thinking than you should. But I am really thankful for it too, because without you, I feel like I would be panicking everywhere. I don't know if you'll see this, but thank you, baby, and I love you very much. You knew that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching what I've been ranting about for like the past 20 minutes in this video. And also, my brother's mom started a GoFundMe page for just helping out during the medical expenses and everything going on with him right now. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description. Even if you can't donate, just go ahead and share that with everyone everywhere, just because eventually it might reach somebody who is willing to help out, and anything is appreciated, whether it is money or good thoughts and vibes and prayers, anything like that. I'm not a super religious person, but I do believe that even that will help a bit. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you hopefully next week. Alright, bye-bye. Oh god, I'm so scared. So was that suspenseful then?
It was kind of suspenseful because I didn't know where the hell you were.